Hey everyone, and what's going on? Mr. Motor Freak out here, and today we'll be doing a walk around and then a drive review of a 1-year-old Hyundai Venue 1.2 liter manual S Petrol. That's a long name. And here you can see its smart key. There's the button, then the key pops up. It's the lock button, that's the unlock button. Then we can walk right over to the boot. Then you gotta hold this button. There's no horn, but the indicators flash up, and don't clearly remember how much that boot space is, but here's this tray. You can lift it off, and you can see these are these paper mats which Hyundai gives you every single time they surface up, and the boot is actually decent. You get a lot of space. See Venue written over there. We can walk right over to the front, and then there's this big signature grille with the big Hyundai emblem. This is what I really like. This is the first and the most striking thing about this car. You can see the time you walk into the showroom, and then these are your projector headlamps, and then these are your indicators. This is just a bulb. There are no fog lamps right now, and overall that this bonnet is like flat and long, which gives you like really SUV feel, and this is what I like the most about this car. Its front, it's really striking. Walking over to these wheels, and you can see these are not alloys. These are like plastic wheel covers. Mind you, they look like alloys, but they are not alloys. They are plastic wheel covers. Although they look stylish, it's okay. There's no complaint about them. Then you don't get indicators on the side mirror. They're here, and like makes sense. No use of putting indicators on the side mirror right now, because this is a compact SUV, and the mirrors keep on touching here and there. And once you do like put these side indicators on the mirror, there's no actual use. They get smashed up. I've seen a lot of cars like this. Walking over to the side, it's really simple. You get the roof rails right here, and there's this antenna. There's shark fin antenna only in the top models, and like the side of the mirror looks great. Side of the car is great. Like it's simple, it's very SUV like. It's not like the Nexon. Fuel filler right here. Car is actually unlocked, and like tell me down below in the comment section, what do you think of this car? I think it looks really great. Well, these are 15-inch wheels, not 16 inches. You get 16-inch wheels in the turbo variant. Walking over to the rear, well, I've already shown you this bit, and like this is what the rear of the car looks like. Like the only a minor issue you are going to have with this car is that it's kind of like, what do you call it, inflated from the side. It's like see, I can show you here. This thing from the actual structure of the car, this thing is like coming out a bit from a few centimeters, and that's the problem with like SUVs nowadays. These are compact SUVs, like, but still they have these things coming out of the actual structure of the car, which like makes them driving into compact spaces a bit troublesome, but I would say that's not really an issue. Moving on to the interior of the car. This is what the front cabin of the car looks like. Power windows right here, and this is a manual transmission, like 5-speed manual transmission, and here you get a USB. This does not have audio support. This has only charging support, and this is the 12-volt socket. These are the AC controls and all that. The cabin looks pretty decent, and it's neat, it's stylish. The audio system works extremely fine, and like I can't really make you listen to the audio right now. When we'll be driving it, then I'll show you, then I'll make you hear what the audio actually feels like. The audio system is great, and this working this works very good. These buttons and all this works amazing. Like, I like this very much. This, you can see airbag written right here. Then you can see airbag instructions right here. Then you can have a mirror, but we have not really removed the covers right now, though it's been 1 year. And I think there's no auto dimming here. That's really in the top models, but you can't do anything with it. Lots of storage spaces, like as you can see there. You can put a 1 liter bottle, and that small things like here, like you put a hand sanitizer here. And the plastic quality is great. The plastic quality is awesome, guys. And the steering wheel is a bit big, like, and there's the seat belt, and the interior feels amazing. Like, it might be a bit dull because it's all black, but it's very spacious, very comfortable. You can see the amount of legroom I have right now. Like, this is the max when I pull it all the way at the front, and all the way back. You can see how much legroom I have, dude. That's amazing. And okay, let's bring it back to the normal position. Okay, and moving on to the driver's seat. Here we are at the driver's seat. Now I'm like underage. I'm just 14 right now, so I'm not really supposed to drive, but my father will be driving, and based on his experience, we'll tell you what this car actually drives like. And you can see the steering wheel, its size is just perfect, and it's not flattened, but you have a tilt steering function. See, you can tilt it from right here, and these controls, these work amazing. And then there's this speedometer. You can see this is the instrument cluster. It displays a whole lot of information, and like, it's amazing, dude. It's amazing. Here you get a lot of information. When we'll be driving, I'll tell you about all this. And these are the controls for the audio, and yeah, the Bluetooth audio works just fine. It's perfect. And you see there's this window controls, and you can auto adjust these. They're electrically adjustable, these side mirrors. And moving on to the rear of this car. See, I really like the cabin very much. It's amazing. It's spacious, it's comfortable, it's amazing. It's airy. Okay, and like, the legroom is decent enough for 3 adults, and like, you might be able to see right here, that's the rear AC, nothing else right here. And this, I don't really understand why this light is at the back. It should be like somewhere like here, but it's right here. Doesn't really make much of sense, but no issue with that. And you can see these are isofix seats, and you get the speakers right here. These work very good, I'm telling you. The audio system of this car is very good. The interior, I mean, this car is like really very good. At 8.5 lakhs on road, this car is like everything you'll ever need if you're not considering an automatic. Now, there's a lot of headroom I have right here with me. Like 5'3" and 3.5 my height is, but a 6 foot tall person would just like sit here just fine. And the rear seat, I'm saying once again, it's not the stronghold of this car, but it is fine. Like, it's not like the Brezza or something, but it's better than the EcoSport at least. So that's what we have to do with this walk around, and we'll be driving this really soon, and I'll be telling you how this evens out on the driving. Here are a few things I forgot to show you. These are the parking sensors right here. They work absolutely amazing. They are very precise and they work very well. And moving on to inside of the car, there are a few things which I did not show you, and the car is locked right now. One thing that the cabin is very quiet. None of the outside voices come inside the cabin, and the sound cutting is so good. Hyundai has to be appreciated for this. And there are a few storage spaces I did not show you. The glove box isn't very good, but yeah, it is good. It's actually cooled right here. There are these cooling controls and lot of storage spaces right here. And this is the central armrest. We have tissues right here because we are foodie people. And yeah, so you get those storage spaces right here. Yeah, I'm sure you can see this. And this is a small tray right here. You can keep anything you want, like some keys or anything like that. And yeah, like I said before, that my father would be driving because I'm underage. So yeah, just let's wait for him and then we'll go. Well, one thing you can see right here is that these are these plastic rims which are popping out of the car at some places where it's prone to hitting something or rubbing against something. They prevent scratches, and I think it looks pretty good. So that's what Hyundai has managed to do here, and it's pretty cool. Okay, so here we are out here driving, and well, one thing I would like to tell you about the ride quality of this car is that it's great. It's smooth, the suspension soaks up everything you throw at it. It's decent around corners, and the handling has improved very, very much. Like, I've seen a lot of people on social media trolling Hyundai for their handling, trolling Creta, making memes on i20, but mind you, it has improved very, very much, and it's at not the level of Volkswagen or like you would say, but it's really, really great. The ride quality is fantastic. The seats are superb. The recline angle is amazing. You won't feel tired at all at long trips or slow speeds or at bumps. It soaks up everything. So there's a bit of traffic right here. We'll be going out into some open roads, and then we'll tell you how it evens out on like higher speeds. Okay, so here we are at the highway, and like I said before, the ride quality is very smooth, and you don't even feel like you're sitting in a car which is going at the speed of 70, 80, 90 kilometers per hour. It's very quiet and it's very smooth. So we can talk about the maintenance of this car now. The first 3 services from Hyundai, they were free, and at the 3rd service they changed the engine oil. That's reasonable, and well, the customer experience was very good. We had a great time with the Hyundai support, and once there was an issue, we had to take our car out, and the rear brake, I don't really remember it was the left or the right brake, it was making some sound. So we reported it to Hyundai, and well, fortunately they fixed it. And the only reason I got there was that our car stands out in the open. It has faced all kinds of rain, sunlight, thunderstorms, and it caused rusting in the brake arches. So maybe that was the reason it was making some sound. But yeah, for a new car and it's making some sounds on braking, that was, I think, that can be an issue, but it was fixed, and the car is running perfectly fine now. Then well, when we brought this car way back in October 2019, there was an issue when we switched on the headlamps. It flicked for one time and then it switched on back. Soon the problem increased, and when we switched on the indicator, the headlamp went off, and then we had to redo it. And gradually what happened was that the headlamp stopped switching on with the indicator. So we reported the problem to Hyundai, and they inspected the car, and they found out that actually that switch was what do you call it, it was broken, or it had some problem with it. They replaced it because the car is under warranty right now, but spare part problem is not really an issue. But yeah, you have to keep in mind that some problems might occur with this car. Like, I'm telling you what problem occurred with us, so you can sort it out easily. This car, we took a trip to Mussoorie with this car, and it was fantastic. Like, I have an incident to narrate. So we had to go to a place called Landour, and we had to pass through a town named Landour. The roads of Landour, they're not very wide, and it's all one way. So what happened was, our car was stuck at an angle of 30 degree or maybe even 45 degree, I don't clearly remember, and got stuck there because there was a lot of traffic, and we got stuck on a slope. There was nowhere to go, and we ultimately had to pull the handbrake. So when we had to again make the car move forward, it took all the way up to 8,000 RPM to make the car move forward again, and we made it out of that. But actually what happened, we had some clutch plate smells in the interior of the car. Yeah, right, and that was with a new car, mind you. After that, not really we experienced much issues. Maybe those Hyundai guys fixed it, but it was surely a worrisome incident. Yeah. Okay, so when this car hits the speed of 80, you get some bell at that. Yeah, I'm sure you might have heard it. It's just to make you realize that you are going at a higher speed, and that's the great security feature. Like, when you drive this car, it's really easy to drive, and the body dynamics of this car are so amazing. Yeah, you heard that bell once again. The dynamics of this car are so amazing. It's effortless to drive, and yeah, there's not really much effort required to drive this. And yeah, if you want a family car with easy driving dynamics and you're not looking for an automatic right now, I'm sure you can go for the Hyundai Venue 1.2 liter S manual petrol. Well, it's, I think, about 40 to 50,000 cheaper than its rivals, and it works amazing. Like, it's everything you'll ever need in your compact SUV. It has amazing road presence, guys. One thing I would love to add here is that I really appreciate Hyundai for their customer support. Every time we had to get this car serviced, we just called them at their workshop, and they sent a driver. He picked up the car, got it serviced, and then returned to us at our home, at our doorstep. So that's really good about Hyundai, and that's worth appreciating. Well, one more thing I would like to tell you here is that the visibility is amazing. Like, you get a lot of visibility, and that actually helps in driving. So yeah, once again, Hyundai is worth appreciating. Now it's time to show you make you hear the music system of this car. I'll play some music, and these controls are really easy to work with. You've got them at the steering too. that was for the 1-year review of the Hyundai Venue 1.2 liter S Petrol Manual, and I hope you guys liked it. If not, or do you have any suggestions or you have any questions, feel free to comment down below in the comment section. And yeah, it was the first time I am making such kind of a walk around and then a drive review. I enjoyed it really very much, and yeah, thanks for watching. And